Hey, what's up, everybody? We are on the United States Mint subscription page, and most of you watching this video right now is probably saying, no kidding, tell us something we do not already know. But that's where we are at, the United States Mint subscription page, and just want to have a discussion about the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollar release that's going to be coming up in a little bit less than 1 month from the recording of this video. It's kind of crazy to think about that the United States Mint subscriptions opened up for this release for the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars about a year ago from the release of the uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollars. My very first video about the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars was right around July the 25th or 26th, somewhere around there. And this release is going to be coming up on July the 13th. So a little bit less than 1 month's time from the recording of this video. But in this video about the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars, just want to give everybody a couple of reminders about this release and also a little food for thought as we get closer to this release. Please hit that thumbs up button on the video, and if there's anything you would like to add, let me know in the comment section below. Now, a lot of you may already have your minds made up what exactly you are going to be doing with this release, how many of each of these you're going to be purchasing. Some of you may be purchasing 0, some of you may be purchasing 3 of the uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollars, some of you may be purchasing 1, some may be purchasing 2, some may be purchasing more than 3, some may actually be purchasing the household order limit of 25. For me, I still have my subscriptions set to the original household order limit, that is 3 each, but I may still reduce that down to 2 or 1 as we get closer. I haven't exactly made up my mind yet. Another reminder is if you are planning on purchasing either of these 2 coins on July the 13th, the United States Mint recently put a little bulletin up here, so to speak, saying get ready for the Morgan and Peace subscription release. Check your mailing address and payment method. And I did speak about that a couple of times on a couple of my prior videos, that I did have a credit card that was expiring this year in 2023, so I had to update mine. So if you have a credit card that's going to be expiring before this release or before any of the releases in 2023, I would double check that. And so the United States Mint says check your mailing address, make sure your mailing address is correct, but also probably more importantly is make sure your payment method is up to date and nothing has expired. Another important reminder, in my opinion, if you go to the My Product subscriptions, because a lot of people may still be trying to decide how many of these coins you would like to purchase. If you're trying to decide if you want to increase, or more importantly, if you want to decrease to 3 or 2, or even if you're trying to decide if you want to buy these at all and decrease down to 0. Let's say you're subscribed right now for 2 or 3, but you're trying to decide maybe you don't want to buy any of them. Very important to remember, it says here under My Product subscriptions in bold red, if you would like to modify product subscriptions or payment methods, please do so by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 days prior to the product schedule release date for updates to be reflected on your next shipment. All other updates will be reflected on your next scheduled ship date for each program, which would be not until 2024 and not for this year in 2023. So any changes that need to be made to your subscriptions, increasing your subscriptions or decreasing your subscriptions, or changing your payment method, or anything to do with this upcoming release or any of the upcoming releases for your 2023 product subscriptions, is that they all have to be made 3 days by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 whole days. So I would make sure to do this even before 3 days prior, maybe 4 days, 5 days, a week prior, just to ensure that you're not missing that deadline so you're not disappointed one way or another. Either you got something that you didn't want or you didn't get something that you wanted. I would try to do it as soon as possible, even prior, many days prior to the 3 days prior to the next release. The other thing that I want to talk about is the availability. The availability, I did see this a couple of days ago. I saw where every single one of these releases was at Remind Me, including the Proof Peace Dollar. As you can see, all the rest of them are at Remind Me except for the Proof Peace Dollar. But as I have discussed in many of my videos, I think a lot of people are adjusting their subscriptions. Some may be increasing their subscriptions, some may be reducing their subscriptions, and people, it seems, have been doing that for quite some time, because 5 minutes later from now, we could see all of these at a red add to the bag, and then 5 minutes later, we could see all of these at Remind Me. But these have been doing that ping pong back and forth thing, going from the red add to the bag to the blue Remind Me quite often. Several times throughout any given day, you will see these bounce back and forth from the red add to the bag to the blue Remind Me button. The other thing that I would like to cover in this video is grading. I have had several questions in my videos about, should I send these out for grading? Should I not send these out for grading? And I just want to give you my opinion, my thoughts about that. Now, there are a lot of people who are very much pro modern coin grading, and then there are other people who are very much against modern coin grading. I am sort of indifferent. I'm not against it, and I'm not 100% for it. All of my 2021 Morgan and Peace dollars I did send out for grading, but I did not get any of those special designations. I did not get the early release, first release, or the first strike through PCGS or NGC. I just got the basic coin grading just for the grade itself. There are some pros and some cons to modern coin grading and grading these 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars. So just want to talk about some of the pros and cons in this video. But while we're doing that, let's go ahead over to eBay and let's take a look at what some of these pre-sales are currently selling for on eBay. I received an email the other day from Pinehurst Coins. Now, I do like to state in these videos, whenever I talk about a certain coin dealer, online dealer, that I'm not sponsored by Pinehurst Coins. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with any online coin dealer or any coin dealer in general. But since Pinehurst Coins is pre-selling a lot of these 2023 Morgan and Peace dollars, would like to discuss these pre-sales. For me, I don't like pre-sales. I don't buy any pre-sales. I am buying my coins directly from the United States Mint. If you are somebody who likes to buy coins from the United States Mint and then send your coins into either PCGS or NGC, trying to chase a 70, in some cases, it may be better just to buy that 70 if you just want one example of a MS70 or a Proof 70. It may be better just to buy it that way, already graded. And that way you already know that you're going to get that 70 grade and not risk it coming back a 69 or even something lower like a 68 or a 67. I have even sent coins into NGC and PCGS from the United States Mint, direct from the United States Mint. I received it from the United States Mint, sent it into, I believe it was NGC, and one of my coins actually came back a 65. So even though I do agree that most coins should come back a 70, a lot of them do come back 69s, and some of them actually do come back less than 69. Some cases, if you get back a 70, sometimes it will increase the value, sometimes it will, and sometimes it does not. Sometimes when you send in modern coins for grading, even if they come back a 70, sometimes the value goes down versus going up. What is the value of these 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars going to do after release? Is the secondary market going to be flooded? Are the values going to go up? Are the values going to go down? Is it worth it to invest in a MS70 or to send your coins in for grading? I can't answer that. That's a decision every individual has to make on their own. Weigh the pros and the cons. The point of my videos is just to give a little bit of food for thought, but everybody should be doing their own research, doing their own due diligence, coming to your own conclusions. I don't ever try to convince anybody to send coins in for grading, to not send coins in for grading, or to buy something or to not buy something. I just like to give my thoughts, my opinions, and maybe you can work that in to your decision process. Sending coins in for grading. Some of the disadvantages is going to be the cost. If you're not already a member to PCGS or NGC, I believe I'm not a member to either PCGS or NGC, but I believe both you need a membership for. I believe Annex you may not need a membership for. I'm not 100% sure on that, but for PCGS and NGC, you need a membership. So that's going to add to the cost. If you're already a member to PCGS or NGC, it's about chasing that 70 and hoping that you do not get back a 69. In a lot of cases, 69s are not worth any more than if you would have just kept it in the original box with COA. You can look at a 69 as proving that a coin is authentic and not a fake or a counterfeit. But a 69, in my opinion, it does not benefit you to have a grade of a MS69. In my opinion, it would have been better just to leave it in the original government packaging. So with that being said, if you are someone who wants to chase a MS70, then it might be a better idea to buy it already as a MS70 versus sending them out yourself and risking getting something lower than a 70 grade. The bigger question, in my opinion, is after release date, after July the 13th, or after any given release date for these 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars, is after the release, after a lot of people already have these in hand, after these coins are already back for grading, and after these coins are already shipping. According to Pinehurst Coins, the estimated shipping date for these is August the 4th. And after these coins start shipping out and after these coins are already graded, what does the value of a MS70 do? Will it be greater or will it be less than the $149? Good question. I don't know, but that's something also to be considered. So if you are sending your coins in yourself for grading, some things to consider, not just the membership cost of PCGS, NGC, and if Annex has a membership cost, but it's also the cost of getting your coins graded, the grading fees, which is going to be at least $25 to $30 a piece, plus the cost of the coin. So it's about, let's just say $76, and on the low end, let's say it costs $25 to get your coin graded, and that's not even including if you want to get one of these early releases, first release, or first strike designations. Then you're at about at least $102, maybe $112, maybe $120, and that is hoping that your coin does not come back as a 69. So after you work in all the fees, you may be saving a little bit money if you send it in yourself. If you are already a member to one of these grading companies, but you're risking not getting back a 69. So in my opinion, the savings, if you get back a 69, it would be more worth it just to purchase it already as a MS70, in my opinion. As for me, I'm not sure if I'm going to send any of my coins out for grading or not. Right now, I'm leaning towards not, but I still haven't made up my mind on that either. But here are some of the pre-sales currently. Like I said, I'm not pre-buying anything. All my coins I am buying directly from the United States Mint. But right now, from Pinehurst Coins, they are pre-selling for a buy it now, $149. If you don't care about the early release, first release, or first strike designations. Then if you do want those different types of labels, here's a NGC, just the regular brown label. Again, still the same, $149 with no early release or first release designations. Then as we go down, we'll see that they are going to get more expensive based on, here's a NGCX. This is graded a 10. And then as we go down, you will see them get more expensive depending if you want first day of issue or any other special designation such as early release, first strike, or these advanced release labels, which is only for the dealers. But I am not a fan of these special labels. For me, a MS70 is a MS70, a MS69 or a Proof 69 or a Proof 70 or MS70 is all 70s and 69s. To me, these special designation labels mean very little to nothing to me, in my opinion. Another thing to keep in mind, not just on the grading side of things, but also buying these in general, is milk spots. Some of the 2021 Morgan & Peace dollars, none of mine milk spotted, but I did do videos on where I did see that some of them did have milk spots. So milk spots is another possibility where you could see some of these coins milk spot. Just because they're graded, just because they're in a slab, does not prevent milk spots. So if you're sending your coins out to get graded, or if you're buying a coin already graded as a perfect MS70 or a NGCX perfect 10, these coins can still milk spot after in a slab. So that's another thing to consider. If you buy one of these as a MS70 or later with a proof coin or a reverse proof coin as a Proof 70, they can still milk spot. And even though the value is not supposed to go down as a MS70 or a Proof 70, you will have less buyers if you decide you want to sell it, because not many people want to buy a MS70 or MS69 with a bunch of milk spots. In my opinion, I would also try to not compare value between the 2023 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, the uncirculated, with the 2021, because they're different mintages. 2021, here we're seeing some recently sold listings on eBay, and I have showed a few videos where I displayed recently sold listings for the 2021 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, but 2021 had a much lower product limit or mintage limit, and they produced a little less than 175,000. Whereas for 2023, the product limit or mintage limit is higher by 100,000. At the end of the day, is the United States Mint going to sell 275,000 of the 2023 uncirculated Morgan silver dollars? I don't know, but I think they will come close to selling that entire mintage limit. I could be wrong. Maybe they sell 100,000 less. I don't know. But in my opinion, I would not compare the completed sales for 2021 with the 2023. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate everybody who took the time out of their day to watch this video. Just wanted to give you some important reminders about this release and to give you some food for thought for several things as it relates to the 2023 Morgan & Peace silver dollar release. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the thumbs up button on the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.